So on this particular day, Brother Samuel led the closing prayer, and I was relieved that Papa did not go through with the public confession. But after the closing prayer, I heard what sounded like trouble. Brother Samuel announced that all executives were to wait behind for a brief meeting with the fellowship president. Well, my instinct told me that it involved Papa and I. Instantly, I felt migraine and stomach ache, and I really wanted to leave that place with Brother Kennedy because I did not want him to be part of the meeting. So I told him that I wasn't going to wait for the meeting because I was having a severe headache. So he was like, okay, but he wants to inform Brother Samuel to update him on whatever would be discussed. I tried my best to get him out of there, saying that he could always call Brother Samuel to get the information later. Because Brother Samuel had entered inside the office already now. So Brother Kennedy was like, okay, that he wants to collect his room key from Brother Samuel. I knew that there was no stopping him because Brother Samuel was his roommate now. So Brother Ken went into the president's office, and for the few minutes he was there, I prayed so hard that my secret shouldn't lead to Brother Ken. You see, that particular prayer I prayed in silence, it was the most fervent prayer I had ever prayed all my life. And this guy took like forever to come out, and when he finally did, I knew something was off. He was walking so slow, and his eyes were red. Tears were just streaming down his face. And right there in the middle of the fellowship center, he looked me straight in the eyes and asked, "Have you been lying to me, God?" I could see the pain in his eyes. I could hear it in his voice. And as I was struggling to say something, he asked again, "Are you the sister who slept with the brother in the fellowship, who got pregnant and aborted?" Well, it was like everything froze when Brother Kennedy asked me that. He raised his voice and everyone's attention was on us. People were whispering. Even the fellowship executives came out to see what was going on. I tried to calm him down and suggested we talk privately, but he snapped at me, telling me not to touch him, that he gets everything now, saying that I got pregnant with Papa and aborted it since it didn't go well for him. And then I lied to him that I was raped so that I could get back with him. Then it was a lot to take in. Papa said, "No, even try." He did not even argue the statement at all. He just stood there looking down. But Kennedy did not stop there. He called me the devil's mistress and said he regretted leaving Destiny for me. It was so devastating. And after saying all he had to say, Brother Kennedy left in tears, and the center was as quiet as a graveyard. Even though there were plenty of people there present, I looked around for who to console me, but anywhere I turned, I saw all those sisters I had deceived about Papa having a fiancé. They also understood that they had been fooled. They looked at me with anger and disappointment, and one by one they left me behind. I couldn't move at first, but eventually I made my way to the altar and I fell on my knees and cried uncontrollably. The shame was overwhelming. I couldn't raise my head. I stayed in that position till I was sure that everyone had left. So when I finally gathered the courage to leave, I saw Papa sitting at the back waiting for me. He explained that the fellowship president did not mention our names, that he only talked about 2 executives who had a pregnancy and abortion, that he had said this as a way of discouraging too much closeness between brothers and sisters in the fellowship, that he guesses Brother Ken must have connected it to my being raped, so he apologized. I just walked close to him and thanked him for exposing me to everyone. And then I left the fellowship center. So I went back home feeling shattered and heartbroken, only to find out that my mom's evangelism partner was interested in me. Like, what kind of messed up situation is that? I was so mad in my spirit. I had invested my love in these Christian folks, and they let me down. I knew I was not innocent, but I was just done with them religious brothers. I decided I was going to look for love outside that circle. Maybe someone who had been through some stuff too, like a widower or a divorcee with kids. That way my daughter wouldn't be an issue. I had just one more semester to go in the university, so I planned to stay low-key, avoid the Christian fellowship, and move on with my life.